Hi, my name is Will Nunziata, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am so excited to be speaking with the acclaimed singer-songwriter, Thomas Aponte. For more on Thomas, you can read more about him right below this video, but in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the amazing talent of Thomas. Thomas, how are you?
Hey, Will, I'm doing okay.
Really good to, I'm good, thank you. And really nice to meet you. The audience just got a little sneak peek of your incredible talent. And where are you coming from right now?
I'm just coming from work and now I'm sitting at home in White Plains.
I love it. White Plains 914, baby. Well, I was raised in Westchester. I got some family in White Plains. And Thomas, you know, your talent is so amazing. I love your fusion of folk, rock, hip hop, indie, but that everything that you create, you're vulnerable enough to lean into these personal anecdotes and stories that are incredibly relatable. I'm curious to know when you decided that that was going to be your vibe.
Well, it was always easy for me to like write about when I was sad, essentially. So whenever I was going through a tough time, I decided to like pick up my guitar, start writing something. And I taught myself how to play guitar back when I was like 23. And from there, I just kind of kept it going, uh, picking up little techniques here and there. And once I felt confident enough, I just started self-releasing my own music.
I love it. And Thomas, obviously you've used this, you know, horrible time of COVID to really lean into your creativity. Can you go a little bit more into that?
Sure. So once COVID hit, I had this job and then my office was closed down and then we were forced to work from home. So given that I had a lot more free time on my hands, I didn't have to commute anymore. Um, on my breaks, I would just sit back and start writing from my computer. I had like all the, what do you call it? The audio recording software on my computer and my guitars and stuff in my room, just hooked it up and worked from there. So there was a project I had started about, I want to say the middle of December. It was part of like, I had just gone through a breakup and I wanted to be a bit self-deprecating. So I called it Sad Nigga Beats. And what it was is like, I would just write about how I felt that day, put it out on Instagram, and then I would release a song a day. And
Wow.
by the end of the project, I had about like 30, 31, 32 songs, about 2.5 hours of music I put out.
Wait, but that's amazing. So, like, literally, I mean, a few things are going through my head that I love so much. One, you were being vulnerable already in a time of vulnerability where everyone feels isolated and they feel like a disconnect.
Yeah.
You're already connecting with people to make them feel through your art you're not alone. Number one. Number two, what a beautiful arsenal of work that day by day slowly built up into what could definitely be, I mean, a few albums worth of narrative.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was mostly occasionally some lyrical things, a lot of instrumental. And now since my office just opened back up and I'm going back to work, my output has slowed down a little bit, but I'm still looking to get back out there.
I love it. I love it. Well, Thomas, you've already done so much, and I'm curious to know, as you look forward into as things start to reopen up post-COVID, what are some goals for you in getting your art and music out there?
Mostly playing out for one, playing with groups of people, like playing with a band again would be great. And just, I guess, trying to get the word out, the marketing. That's the hardest part.
Well, listen, Thomas, when I think about an app like FENIX, this new amazing social media platform that it's weird to say it's groundbreaking to put the artist first, but this platform is showing up and doing it. And I think about your amazing talent, not only getting out there with and for more people within the United States, but around the world, because I know that you call a lot of the stories you share, more on the melancholic side of things, but they're totally relatable no matter what language you speak. The idea that your stuff is going to
Yeah.
get out there internationally, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot in that I know that somewhere, somehow, somebody's gonna hear it, somebody's gonna connect to it, because I know, like, no experience is like in a vacuum. Everybody is like, there's a kind of universal shared experience, so everybody has like a, I guess, a reference for a certain state of emotion that they could look back to, and he's like, okay, this song makes me feel like this, and what he talked about in the song, I completely get it. It may not be the same exact circumstances, but it hit me here, so it makes sense.
Well, I think about this universal time of hardships with COVID. If there was a time where everyone was kind of almost on like equal playing field, I think about your music and what you have put out there and will continue to put out there. And I think what a perfect time to release even more of your work so that people can feel connected and not so alone.
Yeah, no, this is definitely one of that was the main motivator for me, that knowing that maybe somebody else is going through the same thing right now, and they can connect and it will help them get through something, just the same way making it help me get through it.
I love it, Thomas. Well, listen, I'm so grateful for your time today. And ladies and gentlemen, for more information on Thomas, you can read more about him right below this video. Thomas, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thanks, Will. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Take care.
Take care.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.